to take your education so that you may be able to be productive. If at all you learn something during your studies that is going to change you, then that's great. If you decide to move from where you are to the next place, that is upon you and your God, because God is the one that guides us. So throughout your studies you learn so many things that will guide you. I myself belong to the Church of Christ. That's where I worship. It is a church where everybody is invited. You come there, you know more about Jesus Christ. I'll move on still under what Nations University provides. Bachelorate and master's degrees. That is again one of the things that we provide. As you can see, we have students here graduating with bachelor's and master's. And something that cannot pass without mention is the fact that we also have a student who has strived so much to the level of Master of Divinity, MD. It's a very, very difficult area to pursue, but he has succeeded in that area and is actually the first student. The other one is High American Educational Standards. High American Educational Standards. What we use is the American system. The pass mark is 70%, and for you who understand what our system says, it is below 70, it's below 50, I think, if I'm not wrong. The pass mark in our universities is 45%. Yes, in Nations it's not that, it is 70%. So that tells you how high things are here at Nations, and that again tells you the kind of standard that we are using. It is, again, American standard. The next one is internet access to courses and tests. All of you should also know that Nations is now offering all its courses on the internet. So you can do your courses even if you are in Iran, Albania, or any other country. So that makes things very flexible for all our students and potential students. It means that even if you are traveling, you are on a plane to the United States or wherever, whichever part of the world, you can take your laptop and log on to the Nations University website and be able to access your exams. So this means you are not going to be restricted to coming to a certain place to have your tests done or have other things that are to do with your study materials achieved. The next thing is worldwide education at a very affordable cost. We charge right now a very affordable fee. You only register with 2,500 shillings, pay your 500 for registration, and that 500 is part of the 2,500 shillings. There are other charges that when you come, we tell you about, but they are not really hidden because they are circumstantial. So we tell you whenever you come, nothing is hidden from you. I think that crowns the area of what Nations offers. But then what I would like to emphasize is that there is quality and there is the proper learning environment in terms of the way the syllabuses are structured, the courses are structured, so that you don't really go through a difficult time of trying to find out how now do I do this now that I'm studying on my own. That one is not there because it is taken care of. I would also like to talk about the desires of Nations University. This is also important, close to the goals, close to the purpose, but it is to serve the impoverished peoples of the world who have no good opportunity for formal Christian teaching and who have no other opportunity to earn a college or a university degree. As I've said before, nation's university programs are really affordable, and when you come to our offices, you can confirm that. They are really affordable. That is not to say that the certificates that you get are cheap. They are not. Cheap in terms of how much money you part with, but really expensive in terms of quality. I think I've just mentioned what standards we are using, and that tells you what quality you will be able to receive. The other thing that I have just read is the opportunity for those that are otherwise unable to access college or university education. The fees that we charge again are really down, and that was intended for those that are not able at all to pay the normal university fees that we are aware of, so that they come and get their degree affordably, as I have severally repeated. The other desire of Nations University is to serve the millions who can be served efficiently on the internet. I think we know that the world has become a global village right now, and you can be here but still communicate effectively with somebody in the US or Germany or anywhere else. Finally, I'm going to talk to you about what Nations University has achieved in terms of the number of students. When these things started, the number of students was really negligible. It's not something that you could pay attention to. It started with just a few students in the United States, and the intention was to train people in church leadership. That was the initial intention, and the first few students were just people in the church in the US. But then the number has since grown to more than 4,000 students right now as we speak, worldwide. At our offices here in Nairobi, we have had quite a number. In fact, the registration has really gone up this year, and we expect more and more people to register. The number of countries so far with nation students, I think, is about 313 countries in the world. You can tell for yourself how big that one is. I think it is basically the entire world. So that is what I was going to tell you last. And to close, I'll just encourage those that would like to join Nations University that you're most welcome. You come talk to us. We'll be cooperative to you. We'll listen to your problems, and we'll try to do the best that we can as we liaise with the US office, because it is them that guide everything that we do here at our office in Nairobi. I don't think I've left anything out. If I have left anything out, then I'll be reminded later, but I'm grateful for this opportunity to speak to you. Thank you all. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother and my senior. Something which you should be taking home. We are so flexible. Maybe Andrew touched about it, and maybe you are questioning how our flexibility is. I'd just like to touch on an issue which we had here on rehearsal day with some of our students who came for rehearsal. And they were they were saying that maybe you are pushing them so hard such that they cannot breathe. But when they came here today, they are smiling. That is to say, we are so flexible. You can bend us, but you cannot break. We'll go in the direction you want us to go. So we cannot disagree if you want to talk to us, just as Sandra said, you come over and we talk. Maybe you're asking about the web, doing the exam on the internet. I think you should be taking the web address. If you'd like to know more about Nations University, you can log on www.nationsu.org. The students maybe are asking about .net. That is for those people who know more about Nations. So that's the address, www.nationsu.org. Then maybe you are saying that I'm so old I cannot do something on the internet. We have some of the students who are asking, by the time we were going on the internet, they were asking, how will I do it? I'm so old, I'm used to writing it down on a paper. And these days they're taking their exams on their own. So don't bother about the age. You just come and we'll train you on how to take your exams on the internet. Then if you are the one who is willing to take Nations University courses, please come. And something else, as parents, you have a son, you have a daughter who has completed Form 4, or a friend of yours as a son or a daughter who has completed Form 4, please send them to us and let them take Nations courses rather than letting them be at home. So please, you're welcome. Visit us at Kangemi. We are near Post Office, Kangemi Shopping Complex, door number 7. Please pay us a visit. We'll be happy to have you there. Now we are moving forward and we are moving onward. I'm going to welcome Brother Andrew once again. He's going to welcome the speaker for today. And so please, Brother Andrew, please come forward and welcome our speaker.
I feel flattered when he said he's senior. Yeah, I take that honor. I thank God for it. It's time, a very, very important time, that we welcome our guest speaker. And I will tell you when we do that and what we should do, all of us. Excuse me. I would just like to tell you that at Nations, everybody, again, that comes should feel at home, is welcome. Just like we are welcoming people here. We don't care whether you've been invited by anybody or you're part of this particular church. We really don't care. We welcome you all. Now, let me talk briefly about our guest of honor, Greg Felter. Greg has been around. He has been in Kenya for quite some time now. He has been working with the church in Nyeri. He has a program. It's called Leadership Development Seminars. It's a wonderful, wonderful program.